Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Halen, also known as Med Student Planner. Today I have a video that I'm very excited about. I have been wanting to do this since Erin Condren came out with an A5 daily planner. So I will be comparing the Plum paper daily planners to the Erin Condren daily planners. And so I'm just really looking forward to this. I've used Erin Condren products for the last 7 years. And then they came out with a daily planner last year that kind of got me start thinking about daily planning, and I ended up going over to the Plum paper last year. I was mainly using that as my daily planner for almost a year now, and I'm now very intrigued by this A5 planner from Erin Condren. So I have both of these 7x9 options from both companies and both of the A5 options. So we have a lot to get into. I have taken a ton of notes. There's a lot to compare, there's a lot of differences, and so let's go ahead and get right into this so you can see what's going on. So size-wise, Erin Condren offers the 7x9 planner, an A5 planner, and the daily duo layouts, and they also have the petite planner line. These are also a daily planner option. It's a very different layout than what the daily duos are, and it's not coiled binding, so I really won't be talking about this one, but know that this one is out there if you were looking for something else out there. So then for Plum paper, they have the 7x9 and the A5 planners also, but then they also have an 8.5x11. I do not have that one to show you, but I imagine that would be pretty huge and would be way too much to me, but they also have that as an option. So technically they both have 3 options. So up next, let's talk about the binding options for this. So Plum paper has a couple different options for you. So you can get it coiled, and if you get a metal coil, it only comes in the platinum color option, but you can also choose to get the paper punched for disc. The discs do not come included, so it's an option if you already have disc and you would like to continue using those. And you can also get it completely plain with no binding or punched or anything, and so you can then make the planner, the paper, whatever you want. Erin Condren wise only comes in a coiled option unless you get the petite planner, and with this you can choose between the platinum coil. There's also gold and rose gold, and then those come with an upcharge of, I believe, $10. I usually don't upgrade my coils because I love the classic silver. So up next, I can compare the lengths of the planners. So Plum paper, you can either get 12 months or 6 months. I actually have both of them here, and you can see how ginormous of a difference there is here. But those are the 2 options you have, and whenever you're buying a planner from them, you're only buying the one. So you can either buy one 6-month planner or one 12-month planner, and that is all you're getting in that initial order. With Erin Condren, it is a daily duo package, so whenever you are buying a planner, whether it's a 7x9 or the A5, you are getting both of them for the entire year up front. They do split it up into 2 6-month planners, but you get all of it. With Erin Condren, you are picking if you want either a July start, which will go through June of the next year, or you can do a January start that will go through December of that same year. And then with Plum paper, you can choose any month to start it with. So you could, like I have this one started in October, so it really can be whatever you want to start it with, and then it just depends on if you get the 6-month or the 12-month for how long it goes to. So then I think something that we love to hear about is the cover options. So with Plum paper, there is a ton of customizations with this, and that is something that I just love. So I actually get the same one with both of these, but you can also have the option to get like a circle with your initials in it or your name. You can choose the font, the color, like there is so much you can pick from on this one, and it can be a little overwhelming at first, but once you start playing around with it, it is really cool, and you can even add pictures and everything else to it and just really make it your own. And their cover options are available in all 3 of their sizes. Every single cover comes in all those sizes. And then Erin Condren wise, you get a little bit less options, so there's only select options that you can pick from for your daily duo, and whenever you're picking, you're only picking this first one. So this year, regardless of what you picked for this one, your second cover is going to come with the classic mid-century circles, and so that is what all of your second planners will come with that one, and then you get to pick your first one and you can customize it with your name. And so then this one is kind of your own. One thing that was a little sad to hear this year when they were coming out with the A5 planners is they do not have any interchangeable covers for the A5 size yet. If you are getting the 7x9, you get to still pick your cover like this and put your name on it or do whatever you want to. And then your second one will come with the mid-century circles design, and then you get a free cover that you can go back and get later on, and that one you can customize and make it your own. So I'm hoping they eventually come out with that for the A5 size. For now, you are just stuck with these covers unless you have another option like Plum paper or something that you can put on them. I would also say that the covers with Erin Condren are way more sturdy. They are laminated, and these are like good quality covers. Plum Papers is a weatherproof, I would even say kind of water resistant cover, but it does not have the same laminated part. Their planners do come with an extra clear protective page. Mine has actually come off on my A5 after using it for so long and throwing it in my backpack. So that is just something to be aware of cover-wise. So comparing the paper, Erin Condren has a thick 80-pound Mohawk paper that kind of has a grip to it. And Plum paper uses a 70-pound Mohawk paper that is like specially designed for them. It is very smooth, buttery, and you can see that Plum papers is a actual white paper and Erin Condren's is a little bit more cream or off-white. You wouldn't really notice it too much unless you like put them side by side. So that was just a difference to note. And since we are inside, we can start talking about the layouts. So I will start with the design first. Erin Condren only offers the mid-century circles design on the inside. So that's the only inside option. There's no neutral or anything like that. Plum paper has a couple options. It's not really a design as much as it is a color scheme. So they have the couple different options for the different sizes. So for the A5 daily planner, you can only get it in this classic colorful colorway. This is just like their standard one for the A5. Hopefully they will come out with their other options in this size soon, but right now this is the only one you can get. And then for the 7x9 planner, you can get the same colorful layout, or you can also get this new modern colorway, which is beautiful. And they also even have a neutral colorway that is completely gray all over. And it looks very pretty, but I love my color. Okay, so now we can actually go and flip through the planners and look at the differences that way so that you can fully see what is going on. This is going to be kind of hard to do in frame, but I'm going to try my best. So whenever you flip open the planners, the Erin Condren planner does come with a vellum sheet to start out with. There is no design or anything on it, which was a little disappointing. But then these pages are pretty much the same. And then as you flip, you get a couple extra sheets up front from Plum paper. So you get 2021 and 2022. And then you get a special date that is actually labeled with January, February all throughout. And then you get a blank page also. And then to start the Erin Condren, you get these 6 boxes with some lines on them that is not labeled or anything. And then you get the last 6 months of 2021 with some lines at the bottom. And then you get 2022 on the back with a calendar, and then it goes right into it. So nothing fancy there. Erin Condren flips right to the monthly page. Plum paper first starts with their dashboard and notes page, which is lined and has August labeled on it, and then you flip into the month, and then on Erin Condren you then flip into the dashboard page here, and you have your notes page. And then you just go into the day-by-day pages. So let me go ahead and flip these over so you can see a little bit better. So here is comparing the daily pages. So with Erin Condren, you just have a little bit of color up top here, and that is going to be the only color throughout the design. It goes from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. with an extra little slot at the bottom, and there is half-hour lines throughout it. You have a mini monthly calendar at the top of every page, a to-do list section, and then a blank section at the bottom. There is no customization options with this. This is just how it comes, and then you get every day of the week, with Saturday and Sunday having their own pages now, and then it goes into the next week. And then with Plum Paper, you have a lot of different customization options with this one. So it standard-wise, it comes with these 3 checklist options, this kind of timed area, just lined notes, more lined notes, a kind of a dot. I don't know how you could use this outside of a to-do list, but there is a little dot with lines, and then a blank box here. With Plum Paper, you were able to customize all of your headers. There's nothing else. You can't change the actual layout. You can just do the headers. So I have labeled mine as today's priorities, today's schedules, notes, to do, and then I leave these 2 blank just in case I need a longer schedule or another section there. So that is the difference between the actual day-by-day parts. This one also has Saturday and Sunday on their own pages, which you can see here, and then they also go straight into the next page. So at the end of every month, you get, depending on if the day ends on the 30th or 31st, you either get 1 or 2 lined notes pages, which is the same for Plum Paper. They just label theirs with August, and this one is blank. That doesn't really bother me one way or the other. And then you kind of go through the whole 6 months, and so nothing changes throughout any of the main pages, and then you can get to the end of the planners. So let me get back here. So at the end of the planner, the Erin Condren has one last lined notes page, and then you have this quote page, and then you get 2 sheets of stickers that are just plain, and then you get a folder, and then they come with a perpetual calendar. And then for Plum Paper, you get some dot grid pages in the back here. You get 4 of those, and then you get a contact list sheet, and that has double-sided, and then a password sheet, and then 2023, which is a crazy year to look at, another double-sided folder. And this is something that we'll talk about in a minute, but I added on some stuff with that. So the layout and insides of the Erin Condren, there's not anything you can change about it. It is just, this is just how it comes. You cannot add anything on or change anything here. That is where Plum Paper really gets a lot of extras. So it does not come with like stickers or anything like that, but you have the option of adding on a clear protective page. You can add on stickers, you can add on extra note pages, you can add on like lifestyle pages, meal planning, family, budget. There's like a plethora amount of options you can choose from. You can choose to have them dispersed in like the months here, or they can have their own tab section in the back. So there is a lot to choose from on that end, which can be very overwhelming. You can only do that with the 6-month option because that is the only one that you're going to have some coil size room. You will probably get a larger coil than what I have here because this is already pretty full. But with the 12-month planner, it is already a huge coil, it is already full, and so you cannot add anything on. Like, you cannot add anything else on to the 12-month there. And so that is the comparison of the different coil sizes, and then all of the paper that comes with this one. It is a thick, heavy planner. Something with the extras with the Erin Condren, you still get these same sticker sheets with this one. And then you also get an extra sheet for the Heritage and Awareness Days throughout the year. And then for Plum Paper, they have the option, I don't know if you'll be able, I think you'll be able to see it here. So you can choose to add for free your own country and religious holidays. So like I've added in Christmas and New Year's Eve and all of that, and you can go through and click which ones you want and which ones you don't want. And then they also have an option for paying, I think it's like $5, to add in your own custom dates and holidays and stuff. That is really cool, and I did not actually put any in. I feel like I would want to add a lot for the $5 worth. I didn't really have that many that I'd actually put in there, and so Erin Condren already has the pre-dated, I think all of their planners come with the holidays on there, and then they let you have some extras now, which I thought was a great addition. So another extra that comes with Erin Condren is if you get the 7x9 planner, you get 2 snap-in rulers. The A5 planners did not come with any rulers. I was very bummed by that because you still need a ruler, and the 7x9 comes with 2, and then the A5 comes with none, and so that's fine. The Plum paper does not come with a ruler at all throughout any of their planners. They do have an option to add on a bookmark like into your cart. I think this is like $3. It fits mainly into the A5 size. They do not have like a different size ruler depending on which planner you get. It's just that standard size. And so that was just something that I was surprised about by both companies because we love our bookmarks. So then let's talk about the price of these planners. The Erin Condren A5 Daily Duo is a $68 combo. You get the full year. And then the 7x9 planners are $76. And then the Plum paper has some, since there's so many customizations with it, I'm just going to say the starting price of what you can start out with. So for the A5 planner, a 6-month planner starts out at $29, and then a 12-month planner starts out at $49. So that is what this one is right here. And then for the 7x9, you can get a 6-month planner for $32 or a 12-month planner for $52. So that was a lot said at once. I can completely understand if this was just very overwhelming. I hope it was helpful though. I am still trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing for next year. I thought it would be helpful to see how I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And so I've been planning in both of these, trying to see what would be the most helpful for me. And I may end up using both of them together because I do love them. I've paid for all of this on my own. And so I'd like to get my money's worth. Okay, so here is the same day planned out in my Erin Condren Daily Duo and my Plum Paper Daily Planner. So for my Erin Condren, I mainly like to time block with it since it comes with the hours already in it. I do color code with my classes and all of that, and so that kind of helps me. Since I was using both of these, I did not really need the to-do list area. Some of these probably would have filled up the to-do list, but that's fine. And I was never really utilizing this box down here. For the Plum paper, I use all of this in some kind of way. It's only this box that I don't really get a lot of use out of, and I just kind of let it be. I will sometimes throw in something if I need to, but otherwise I thought this would be really fun to see how this looks in both planners. I am very interested to see how this will turn into my A5 planner since this one is almost up. But I am thinking I'm going to try to use both of these together and keep kind of doing it like this. I do love time blocking, and since this one doesn't have the hours, I can't do that as well, and so maybe that's where the Erin Condren will come in, and then I can still have my Plum paper to really like get into the details of what is going on and what I'm studying and everything. So I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know if you have any other additional questions, and I will let you know if I end up changing anything up. For now, I think I'm going to try to start out July with using both of these and seeing how that works for my planning style. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone!